Hey guys, welcome to another day on the shop. Today we're going to be exploring a little bit more into the F-150. So this is my 94 F-150 flare side with a 302. I've had it for about 5 years. It sat around for probably about 8. I've driven it a few times, but the transmission had a lot of issues with it. I don't know. Oh, I got a dragonfly up there. You can see it. I don't know if you can see past the lights, but it's up there. Oh, there it goes again. Anyway, yeah, so in the past episodes, we've got it running. We had to tighten some fuel lines. We've changed the entire brake line system. Other than that, it has new spark plugs in it with probably about not even 10 miles on it. Got new oil in it. Transmission has a shift kit in it now from, I can't remember. That'll be in the link in the description below. I'll put the name of it right here because I just can't remember the brand name. But we've got other things to do now. I've got a pile of stuff in here because this has been my storage of metal, all things that I don't need, and in the hopes of one day I'm going to a scrapyard. Some pretty nice wheels for, I'm guessing, a Mustang or something like that. They're going away. Had them up for sale for over a year. Nobody wants them. They were cheap, so I'm going to break them down, take the tires off of them, and sell them to the scrapyard. Let's see. What else is going on with this? I can't really tell you because yeah, we're still delving into it. So that box over there has a radiator from AlloyWorks, and that's going to replace this good old unit right here. The stock unit is going to get rid of this clutch fan because I got 2 electric fans with a shroud that comes with it. I've already kind of started. I pulled the upper radiator hose off, so it's off. Pulled the bottom one off, the radiator down there, and then got this one line off. That line right here is twisting, so I've got to get it loose from the fitting so it'll come off. Other than that, we got to pop, let's see. We gotta take the jack handle off right here. Gotta pop this off, and then gotta take the fan shroud and get it out of the way and off. Looks like I'm gonna need a new belt sometime. Thing's cracking a lot. Probably hasn't been replaced in 15 years. Yeah, that should be pretty quick and simple. A couple bolts up here, one right here, one over there, shroud. It's all going. So I don't have to worry about it. It'll go on the scrap. It'll go, it's dirty aluminum, make some money. And then we'll pull that one out tomorrow and finish this up. It won't take long. The longest thing is gonna take is the wiring. I've got to wire up the fans, and that's it. So yeah, I'm gonna take a break tonight because it is late and I've been listening to this. Now I've got 2. I've got 2 dragonflies trying to get out of my shop. All right, today's a new day. We're gonna pop all this off real quick and see if we can knock this out. I'm having issues with this bottom transmission line. I'm having trouble with the bottom transmission line. I cannot get it to come off very easily, but we're gonna get the shroud off. We're gonna get the intake little thing off, and then we're gonna try and get everything else situated to where that should come off soon. So I'm gonna get to work. Alright, if the light will work. So it's not really wanting to come off like I need it to, so I'm going to cut it in that straight right in the middle, and I'm just going to patch it back together with a fuel hose or fuel line. It works. There's not a whole lot of pressure on it, so it's going to have to do because I need that line out and I need this radiator out. So commence the cutting. Use one of these little tube cutters. Don't use a pair of pliers or something like that because you're going to bend the whole pipe. This will cut it basically flush with each other, and it makes it It's not very easy to do, but it'll make it a whole lot better in the long run. So get you one of these if you don't have one. All right, now that we got all that out, got that out, bolted it back up. We're gonna pull the radiator out and check it out to make sure I'm not missing anything before I get rid of this other radiator and the fan. All I gotta say is dadgum. The thickness of this radiator compared to the other radiator, let's get the measuring tape out. I want to see this. This is quite a difference in thickness. Let's measure the other one real quick, and yeah, there's a big difference. All right, so we saw that one. All right, let's look. Oh, inch. What's that? Inch and right at 1 inch. Dang. All right, that's 1 inch. Let's come over here, and this one is, get y'all where y'all can see from side to side. This one's literally 2 inches. It's twice as thick, and the end caps are freaking ginormous. The whole thing is so much bigger than the other one. But we got some AlloyWorks in the house. Comes with everything. The relay looks like the thermostat, fuse, wiring bundle, a little switch. So yeah, I just got to wire it all up. And the only dealio I see that it doesn't come with, looks like I have to, well, I guess it does, I don't know. I'll have to see what it comes with, because it may or may not come with the ends to this. And if it does, that'd be cool, because I can wire it in the correct way. But if it doesn't, then it is what it is, and we'll figure something else out. So yeah, back to loading this trailer in my truck. All right, well, it's a new day, and with the radiator here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw this in the engine bay. But two things. One, I need a new belt, so I gotta order a new belt, and we'll put that on. Clutch fan's gone. The lower transmission line is on here. I had to cut it, like I said, and clean it all up, get it to where it would actually turn on its own. Just took some cleaning, some wire wheeling, and some PB blaster. Same thing right here. Backs off a little bit, but I can't back it off too much. But this thing turns pretty good. It gets stuck when it comes back a little bit, but when it's all the way up, it turns really well. So we're going to do that, throw this in. The wiring aspect we're going to do after the install. I've got to move this thing, so we're just going to throw the radiator in, put some water in it, and then come back to it, because I had another car that has an issue and I got to take a look at it. It needs to be on the lift. So F-150 gets kicked out for a little bit, radiator gets thrown in, and we go from there. So let's throw this thing in. All right, everything's hooked up, upper hose, lower hose, and these lines. That was a little wiggly. I don't know why that's wiggly. We might have to work on that. So, I don't know. That thing's still loose. Looks like I'm almost pulling threads out, so I might have to back it off and see. Chinese threads. Yeah, it's not going in very far, is it? Might just be ripping these things apart. Who knows? We'll find out. Alright, so I had a little issue. I had to tap this bigger piece, this bigger adapter in, because the smaller one was starting to strip in the aluminum threads. So we tapped this one, cleaned it up, put it in, and then just attached that there. So everything looks good. We have a little tappy tap right here, which we can just move things around a little bit and they won't touch. We're going to cap this piece off because I don't need it right now. We'll figure out what we're going to do with that later. Have the overflow over here, coolant only, and then we're going to top this thing off real quick. So let's top it off. All right, don't judge me because this water's not staying in here. I just need it to move around a couple times. It's not distilled, so, but it is what it is. All right, everything's done except for wiring. So we just got the wires right here and over here. They just need the connectors hooked up and that'll be good. All right, well, we got all the wiring laid out here, all confusing. That's just another wire, you don't like that. You got a breaker in here, all the little doodads, and oh, there you go. So that's for the power. And let's see, there's the nuts for it. There's the fuse, the 30 amp fuse, there's a butt connector, some other little things. And let's see, we come all the way over here. We got the temperature switch right here. We got the relay and a fuse block, and then you got the adapter for the fan itself. So we're just going to wire this all up and get it good. I think what we're going to do is we're going to wire one fan as an accessory, straight running all the time, and then the secondary fan we're going to run on a switch, if not on the actual temperature sensor, so that it's not running unless it gets to a certain temperature. So you're not drawing that many amps and then pulling the battery down if it's not running. So yeah, we're gonna get in here and start working on some wiring. All right, well, finally got it all wired. So we put the relay right here with the fuse that goes directly to the ignition for the solenoid for the starter. We grounded it right there. We have the extra ground right here just in case we ever wanted to move it to the temperature sensor switch. That's just extra wire. The white and blue wire, which is the ignition switch or the switch and the power, go along here, down, well, technically right here, because I'm gluing it and it's got epoxy all in it just to glue it all together, because the kit didn't come with certain things, so I had to makeshift that. And yeah, so it's going to go down there and plug into that. The other one's right here. It has not been plugged, or it's not going to be plugged into. It's got a little wire connector in it. Oh, for testing stuff. So it's not going to be plugged in. We're going to zip tie that out of the way again. The other wire, the ignition wire or other wire, comes all the way around, all the way to the fuse box, and we just tapped into the radio accessory fuse, because we tried to do it with the fuel pump fuse, but apparently the fuse box gets power all the time, and I don't understand why that is. So if you go into like the fuel pump or something like that, it has power constantly. I don't know why, but it does. So we also have another power wire right here ready to go for the secondary fan, but the ground for that fan is going to be held on the temperature sensor switch. So it's either going to be included in a T for this one, or it's going to be one of the mounts that go inside the radiator hose like the 240 has right here. So that's how I tell my temperature for my radiator slash coolant. So probably get one of those and put those in there. It'll be a little bit easier, unless I decide to tap the top of the thermostat housing, which is right here, and it has a big old hole and it can be tapped, which would be nice too. It'll look a little bit factory. So rip that off. So the fans work. Like I said, this is just glued and waiting to dry, which is going to take probably the rest of the day because there wasn't a whole lot of hardener in it. So I'm going to button all this up right here, and then next video you'll see this plugged in, ready to go. So anytime I run it, this fan will constantly run. and then this fan's going to be hooked up to a switch for the coolant. And so we're not running both fans. A lot of people run both fans onto a 12-volt source. As soon as the car cuts on, you got both fans all the time. I don't want that. This is not a race truck. It's just a drive around the block for right now truck. Whenever it comes to performance, we'll start looking at changing things up, putting it on a computer and everything else to where we can control the whole thing. So yeah, my lovely crappy 302 that makes probably a whopping less power than that came stock, but I got just a few oil leaks on the engine. The transmission seems good, and I still got to change out the wheel cylinders, and that's really about it right now. So yeah, so I want to say thank you to AlloyWorks for this wonderful radiator and shroud and coolant setup for everything. It's pretty big when it comes down to this, because if I have performance, this is going to hold it, because it is an inch thicker and it has 2 fans instead of just the 1 clutch fan that I had. So thank you to them. Check out the link in the description below if you need cooling, if you need some fans, if you need a shroud, if you need a radiator, or anything else they have. They should have some turbo stuff and everything else on their website as well. So check them out, and check out the website, www.theshopww.com. Get you some merch, help out the builds. Yeah. So thank you for joining in, and until next time.